So
I'll go ahead and mute everyone.
okay, sounds good. Thank you. So while we're getting started, we will use our floor mats today, and weights are optional. There's a couple exercises that I'll use hand weights for, but you don't need them. Looks like a couple people may be grabbing those. We can just come to the front of our chair and just do some deep breaths before we get going with our warm up. So if you're with me, let's go ahead and do some deep breaths. Raise your arm overhead. If you're grabbing your weights, no rush. We'll do a couple here. And try to coordinate your breathing with that. So you inhale as you raise up and exhale, come down. We'll do 3 more like that. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And last one, inhale up, exhale down. So let's start with some of our LSVT moves for our warm up. So we'll do a couple sitting and then we'll do a couple standing. So for the first one, reaching out in front of you with your fingers wide, down towards the ground, reaching up overhead, and then stretching your shoulder blades back, squeezing them together for arms out. Let's cycle 10 times through that. Out, down, up, and back. That's 1, out, down, up, and back. 2, out, down, up, and back. 3, out, down, up, and back. 4, out, down, up, and back. 5, out, down, up, and back. 6, out, down, up, and back. 7, out, down, up, and back. 8, out, down, up, and back. 9, out, down, up, and back. 10. So now we'll move on to our twist. So for the twist, we're gonna just start with one arm and do a big motion to sweep that arm across. But notice how as I twist, I'm turning my whole body so that my front knee is turning down as I twist. So not only are we getting the motion just at the shoulder, but we really want to try to pivot those hips around. So let's stick to the same arm. We'll do 10 times here and then switch sides. So use a lot of momentum as you come across. 1, then open, 2, open, 3, open, 4, open, 5, open, 6, open, 7, open, 8, open, 9, open, 10. Switch arms. So always resetting back in this position in between our twists. Let's get started. 1, open, 2, open, 3, open, 4, open, 5, open, 6, open, 7, open, 8, open, 9, and 10. So we're going to use a couple of our punching moves in our intervals today. So I just want to review them quickly. So there's 3 different punches that we will use during the intervals. A jab, which is straight forward, cross, which is punching across your body, and then we're going to do an uppercut. So you're kind of swinging underneath like that. So let's go back and forth alternating with our jabs first. Let's do 10 of those. So just punching forward with one arm and then the other. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now switch to a cross where you're punching across your body, alternating arms 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's switch to our uppercut. So coming up underneath 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go back to our jabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our uppercuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do one more round through each of those. So starting with the jabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finish with uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we'll come back to some of those. We're going to use some of those punching moves during our intervals. Coming to standing, I want to finish with some LSVT steps. We'll do them in different directions. So you can stand next to your chair so that you have something to hold on to. All of these can be done while holding onto your chair. So we're going to start with our LSVT steps forward. So I'm going to keep one hand on this chair. And as I step, I'm taking an exaggerated step, lifting my knee high and then lifting my knee high as I step back together. So let's just start with the other leg of the hand that you're holding on. So I'm holding on with my left hand. So I'm going to step with my right foot just so I have more room. So let's do 10 steps, stepping forward, exaggerate that step, try to lift your knee super high. 1, and step back together, same leg. 2, we're going to stick to that same side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's switch sides. If you're holding on, come to the other side of your chair. And now we'll use our other foot, still stepping forward. Exaggerate how high you step. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we're going to switch and step to the side. So as I step, I'm going to look out at my hand and then step back together. So make sure that you're lifting your knee high as you do that step, but then get a big push off so that your foot can come all the way back to the middle. Let's see if I can do this so you can see. I want you to see if you can prevent the several steps as you come back in. So only step as far as you can get one push back to the middle. All right. So let's stick to one side and then we'll switch to the other side after 10. Going straight out, looking at your hand as you step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs. Lifting your knee high, looking out at your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, last direction is backwards. So you can use 1 or 2 hands. As I step back, I'm gonna reach my hand forward and then step back together. So stepping back, step together. And same thing, you wanna make sure that you're really lifting your foot high so that it's not dragging as you step backward. Stick to the same leg and then we'll switch. Let's get started. 1, come back up tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's put them all together now. So make sure that you are behind your chair and that you may have to adjust like your forward steps so that you have enough room around it. But essentially I want to alternate through them. So stepping forward with my right leg and then forward with my left leg, to the side with my right leg, to the side, to the left, and then stepping back with my right and back with my left. So that's the order that I want to go through those, putting them together for a little coordination. Let's go 5 times through that sequence. If my speed is too fast, too slow, go at your own pace. Make sure you're holding on if you need some support. So we'll start with forward. Now on the other leg, forward, side, side, and now going back, back, back. So start back at the top with forward again. Forward, forward, side, side, back, back, back to the forward, 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 side, side, back, back. 2 more rounds. Forward, forward, side, side, back, and back. Last time. Forward, forward, side, side, and back, back. Nice job. Go ahead and take a break, grab some water. We're gonna get started with our intervals. Let me show you the exercises that we're gonna start with. You don't have to join me yet, just make sure you're watching so you know what's coming. We have 4 exercises for our first interval. Move this a little bit. So the first exercise we're gonna do is a squat with a kick punch. So this is an option where you could use some weight if you want to. So the first part, I'm gonna squat, and then I'm gonna kick and punch with the opposite arm and leg. So I'm kicking and punching just on one side. because then I'm going to squat again and kick punch with the other side. So now that may be hard to balance with the weights. If you feel a little unsteady, it is a lot easier without weights. Or if you feel like you need to hold on, maybe you want to stick the first time with the same side so that you can squat, kick punch, because I'm holding on here. That way you don't have to let go to do the other side. So if you want to stick to the same side for this first round, because we'll do a second time through and you could do the other side. That's an option if you want to hold on. Or maybe you want to just do the punch. Maybe you want to do a squat and punch with one arm. That way you can still hang on behind it. So those are a couple different options. We first have our squat, kick punch, and then alternating what arm and leg you use. Or I could stay holding on the side here, squat, kick punch, or squat and alternating punches. So those are options for you. If you're seated, you could do a glute set where you're squeezing your hip muscles and then doing that opposite kick punch. Our second exercise is going to be a seated bicycle. So in your chair, you can, a couple options for difficulty. You can hold on with your hands, and we're going to do a bicycle kicking forward in the front. It is harder the more you lean back. See if you can do it without leaning your back on the chair. But if you need some support of your back on the chair, that is always an option to make it easier. We're going to do a minute through these, but you can take breaks as you need to. If a minute is too long, break it up as you need. The next one we're going to do is a sit to stand with a twist. So your options are with or without weight for this. But the exercise will be a sit to stand, and I'm going to cross and punch as I stand up. Sit to stand, twist and punch. If that feels unsteady for you, maybe you want to break it up so that you can do a sit to stand where you maybe have something in front of you. I'll stand up first, and then I can hang on while I twist and reach. So you could set it up so that your chair is in front of something that you could hold on to while you twist. That's a good way to break it up. And then our last exercise, two different versions. One of them is laying down, or not laying down, but down on the ground. I'll show that one first, and then I'll show an option if you don't want to get down onto the ground. So first option is starting in a bear position. So with a bear position, you start on all fours, and then you come up on your toes so that there's not pressure on your knees. So it's similar to all fours, except you're on your toes. So the first exercise is starting in this position, walking your arms out into a plank, walking back into a bear position. So walking out and walking back in. So the goal with that is to stay off your knees, to stay on your toes, but getting onto your knees is a way you can make it easier. And then the option, if you don't want to get up and down on the ground, is doing the plank walkout. So starting holding onto your chair or a couch, walking your legs back into a plank, and then walking forward into full standing. So walking out into a plank, then walk into a full standing. So those are our 4 exercises. 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. I want to do 2 rounds through, but I'll have us take a little bit of a longer rest break than 30 seconds after our first round. All right. So first we're doing that squat with the kick punch. Remember, your options are to do this with weights, without weights, holding onto the chair, doing the same side, standing behind your chair, just doing the punch. All right, so let's get ready. I'm going to start my timer. All right, let's begin. So we have a squat, kick punch, squat, kick, punch. I'm going to show a couple of the options in a moment here. This is your first option, with or without weight. If you're standing behind your chair, you can just do your squat and punch. We are about halfway done, so whatever option you're doing, keep it up. Squat, punch. Nice job, everybody. Ten seconds left. And rest. 30 seconds to rest. Next, we're going to do our seated bicycle. So make your way to your chair. You have about 15 seconds to get ready. This is our bicycle. You can hang on with your hands. It's going to be more challenging leaning back without your backrest, but if you absolutely need more support, lean back onto your chair. All right, let's get started. So pumping our feet for this bicycle here, 1 minute long. Anytime if you need to take a break, you can. This is a long endurance exercise. Whew. Looking good, everybody. Anytime if you need to stop, sit up, reset, you can do so. We're halfway done. Good job. Keep working hard. 15 seconds left. Keep working. Good job. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. That is a super tough one. We are staying seated for our sit to stand with a cross body twist. You can choose to use this, do this with or without weight. And remember, you can break it up too, where you first do the sit to stand, make sure that you have something to hold on to, and then can do the twist. You don't have to do them together if you want a little bit more stability. All right, let's get started. Sit to stand, cross body twist. One side and then return to sitting. We're doing some cardio today with our intervals. So you should feel winded. You should feel your heart rate rising. Good job, halfway done. Nice job, 12 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. 30 seconds before our last exercise. Either do a plank walkout, holding onto your chair or the couch, walking your legs back into a plank position with your hips down, and then stepping back in. Or you can get down onto your floor mat, where we're going to do our bear position to a plank walkout. Couple seconds to get ready here. All right, begin. So for a bear, I'm lifting off my knees. I'm going to walk out into a plank, walk back into that bear. Walk out into a plank. I stay on my toes as I walk back into this bear position. Good job. Bring my phone down so I can keep an eye on the time. We're halfway done. 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Grab some water. I'm going to give us about 2 minutes before we start back with our second round through that exercise. One more round to go with those. These should feel tough. This is cardio intervals. Grab some water, sit and catch your breath. You guys are doing a great job. About 40 seconds left. Then we're gonna go on with our second round. Got a longer break coming after this one. Want to keep the heart rate up. So about 20 seconds to get ready. We're starting with our squat punch again. It's our first exercise. 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. You guys are doing a great job with these. I know this is tough work. 3 seconds to get ready. All right, begin. Squat, kick punch. I forgot what we were doing for a second. Squat, kick punch. Remember, your option is to do it without weights. Maybe you want to do it holding on to a chair so that you're holding on and you just use one arm and one leg. Or maybe even standing behind your chair, doing a squat and alternating what hand you punch with. Got lots of options, more than halfway done. Squat, kick punch. Squat, kick punch. Good job. 5 seconds left. All right, take a rest. We're doing our seated bicycle next. Come back to your chair. This is a tough one. Your options are to lean back on your chair or try to do it without your back touching your chair back. You can hold your hands on your chair. You can cross your arms across your chest. Do what is works best for you. But let's get started here. Got 1 full minute. Take breaks as you need to, but I want you to push yourself. Here we go. Keep it pumping. Good job, everybody. Keep working hard. You're halfway done. Keep working, keep working. Good job. 20 seconds left. Keep working hard. Almost there. 15 seconds. Good job, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give those legs a break. Good job. Our next exercise is the sit to stand with that cross body twist. Have 2 exercises left. Keep the momentum up. Your option is with or without weights. You have 5 seconds to get set. All right, here we go. Sit to stand. Punch that body across. one time, and then sit, only getting one arm each time we stand. Your option is to break it up. You could always do your sit to stand, holding on to something. I'll demonstrate that. Keep going, but I'm just showing the other version. You can always do your sit to stand and then twist. So you can break it up too. You can hold on while you do it. You're halfway done. Good job, good job. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have our last exercise and we'll take a longer rest break. There are 2 options. Plank walkout, so with hands on chair or couch, walking your legs back to bring your hips down, walking your legs back in. Or we're doing the bear position to plank walkout. To get into a bear position, I get on all fours. Oops, let me grab my timer so I can see. I can get on all fours and I lift my knees up. Let's get started. Arms walk out, or legs if you're standing. Arms walk back in. Walk out into that plank position and then back. Nice job, everybody. Keep working hard. You're a little over halfway, or a little under halfway, I'm sorry. Nice job, 20 seconds left. Last bit of work, and then we'll take a break. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Make your way back up to your chair, grab some water. That was a hard circuit. Good job. My heart's racing, so I'm hoping that you got yours is too. A hard workout for our soft weather day. So catch your breath, grab some water. I have one more round of intervals, but there's only 3 exercises instead of 4. So while you're grabbing your water, I'm going to start to explain them. You don't have to join me yet, stay seated. All right, stepping off. We'll see you next time. So the first exercise of this, again, you don't have to get up yet, just watch. We're going to do a star squat. So I'm going to start with my arms out wide. And as I squat down, touching my hand towards my ankle and coming back up. Make sure you're not bending all at your back, but you're bending your knees to come down. Protect your back and keep your chest up and your head up as you squat. So that's our first exercise. The second one you can choose to do sitting or standing. We're going to go back to those punches that we started with. So we're going to go through the series of jab, jab, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. Just that series for 1 minute. So you want to try to push your speed as you're going through. Jab, jab, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. That's our second exercise. Our third one is a side step or a side shuffle with a floor touch in between. So for this, you want to make sure that you have some space. I don't have much space in this room, so if you have more space, you can definitely do more side steps than I'm able to do in here. But I'm either going to do a shuffle or a side step. I'm going to squat to touch the ground and side step or side shuffle back. And you don't have to go all the way to the ground. If that feels too far to keep your balance, you can do a mini knee bend in between. A good option is to do this like along a countertop or along a wall if you want some support as you sidestep. So about 30 seconds to make your way up to standing to get started with our star squat. We have 2 rounds of these, a slightly longer rest break in between, but we're doing the same pattern, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. All right, looks like most people have made their way up. 1 minute, let's get started. So we're doing a squat down and then arms come back out. Squat down and back out. So I'm keeping my chest up, I'm keeping my head up so that I'm bending more at my knees and less with my back. If you're seated, you can still do that cross body reach. Halfway done. Can really feel the humidity today, or it's making my workout feel harder. 15 seconds left. Five seconds. And rest. Good job. 30 seconds to rest. Then we have our punching series. We have our jab, jab, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. Your choice to do it sitting or standing. About 10 seconds to get ready. Only 3 exercises of this circuit. All right, here we go. Jab, jab, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. So sequence through that, see if you can push your speed, but I also want intensity behind those punches. Punching with intensity to teach our brain how to take more intentional and bigger movement. Good job. Halfway done. Especially the second half of the minute, keep putting the momentum behind your punches. Fifteen seconds left. Good job. All right, got our rest break. 30 seconds, and then we have our side step or our side shuffle with a floor tap or a mini squat. 15 seconds to get ready. Five seconds left. All right, so side step or side shuffle, floor tap, side step or side shuffle back. Good, if that feels easy, you can start picking up your speed, or you can stick to the side steps. And notice how I'm a little bit crouched down. I'm staying low as I side step. You can do this holding on to a couch, holding on to a wall, holding on to a counter. Give yourself support if you need it. 20 seconds left. Good job, everyone. Five seconds. All right, 30 seconds. Actually, I mentioned I'd give us a minute, so I'll give us a little bit longer before we go back to our first exercise. So 1 minute to rest, and we have those 3 more exercises of our intervals today. All right, 25 seconds to get ready. Last 10 seconds, and we have our second round here. All right, start squat down, come back up. 1 minute. Squatting with that cross body tap. Make sure you're bending with your knees and not your back. You should be able to see the front of your chest as you do this. Nice job. Halfway done. Make sure you're coming back up tall in between each one. Last 15 seconds. And rest. 30 seconds before our punching series, we have our 2 jabs, our 2 crosses, and our 2 uppercuts. Sitting or standing, your choice. Last 2 exercises here. All right, begin. Jab, jab, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. We want lots of intensity behind these punches. Nicely done. Yep, keep that ruddy stance if you're standing, or your chest open if you're sitting. Keep our posture tall as we go through these. Halfway done already. Good job, good job. Last 20 seconds, keep pushing. Try to use more intensity, more momentum with these punches the last bit of our minute here. Last 5 seconds. All right, and rest. Good job. 20 seconds to catch your breath before our last interval. It's our side step or our side shuffle with that floor tap or reaching down towards the ground. Five seconds to get ready. All right, let's begin. Side shuffle or side step, floor tap, and side shuffle or side step back. Good job. As you reach towards the ground, same principle with our start squat. You want to keep your chest up. Good job, we're halfway done. Last 30 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Good work. Grab some water, take a drink, take a break. we are moving on to our floor power moves. We're doing our supine power moves today where you're laying on your back. If you want to stay seated, I'll go through both today. But grab some water. When you're ready, make your way down. Give everyone 1 more minute to make your way down to the ground. We're going to start, like I mentioned, laying on our backs. If you are able to lay all the way down without a pillow, it's a great opportunity to stretch the back of your neck. But if that's a lot of tension and your head is not able to come all the way down, you can use a pillow. So the first move is the power up. So arms and legs are out straight, and you're going to push through your hands and push through your feet to lift your backside up. If you're seated, as a reminder, our power up is leaning down onto your knees and stretching your arms back behind you. So this is your power move if you're staying in your chair. All right, let's do 10 of these together. Let's count up by 3s as we do them. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. So our next move is our power rock. So for this one, I'm going to push down with my left hand and my left foot to get some leverage to reach to my right. And then I'm pushing down with my right hand and my right foot to get some leverage to reach out to my left and kind of up, out and up. So as a reminder, if you're sitting, your power rock move is reaching up and across, resetting in the middle, and reaching up and across the other way. Yep, you guys got it. Let's do 20 here, alternating back and forth, each time resetting in the middle with arms and legs straight. So let's count backwards by 2s. So let's start at 40 and we'll end up at 2. Ready? 40, 38, 36, 34, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. All right, so our next move is the power twist. So I'm setting up with my arms out to the side, and for the twist, I'm using a lot of momentum to swing my upper arm across, to clap my other hand, or just to bring my hands together. It's okay if you can't clap. Open your arms back out wide, and a lot of momentum to swing that top arm across to clap. You're doing the same move if you're seated, twisting across each time. So let's do 20 of these. Why don't we count up by 5s this time? So using a lot of momentum to swing across and then resetting in the middle each time. Ready? 5, open, 10, open, 15, open, 20, open, 25, open, 30, open, 35, open, 40, open, 45, open, 50, open, 55, open, 60, open, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. All right, last power move, bend your knees up. This is our power step. So we've done it a few different ways. Today, I just want to do an exaggerated step out and then that same leg stepping back in. So only one leg stepping out to the side, but I really want you to emphasize how high you can lift your foot as you step out and back in. So let's alternate side to side. If you're sitting, you also want to exaggerate that step out and exaggerate that step in. Let's do 20 of these. We can count up by 2s. 2, now the other side. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, halfway, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. Good job. We are all done with the power moves today. Let's make our way back up to our chair and we're going to finish with a cool down. So take your time rolling over, get up onto all fours. Take your time getting up to standing. Grab some water, take a break. All right, let's get ready for our cool down here. We'll finish with some stretches. Nice job today. So take your time if you're still getting water, just jump in when you're ready. You can start with some arm raises up and down, coordinating our inhale and exhale. And down. Do one more there. And down, bringing our heart rate down, bringing our body down from that high exertion. So one arm across your body and pull it towards your chest. Let's hold this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So hold on to the chair with one hand. Bring this hand up and over to do a side reach. Let's hold this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reset in the middle and let's reach to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now bring your ear down towards your shoulder. Keep the hand away from the side that your neck is pointing, down on the chair, and this hand will pull. So I'm using the hand that's down to pull my shoulder down, and this hand gives it my neck a stretch. Let's hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Roll your neck to the other side and switch. One hand on the chair, pulling your shoulder down, the other hand giving a gentle push at your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stretch one leg out in front of you. Keep that knee straight and bend at your hips towards your foot. Real gentle here. You can stop when you feel a pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs. Keep your knees straight. Lean forward at your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, bring one leg up across your lap. You can kind of let this knee fall down to the side. As we're stretching here, give yourself an ankle roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs, one leg up across your lap. Let your knee fall down. You can gently push on your thigh to do so. You can lean forward at your hips. Give yourself an ankle roll here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Great job today, guys. Appreciate your effort. Hope you have a nice, relaxing rest of this soft, rainy day. We'll see you next week.
Great job.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Kate.
Katie. Great workout.
Good job, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.